part one of the semi-homemade man killer, POS, you name it, sawmill. Story is, I was going to build a sawmill, priced everything, and was preparing to buy the main components, which is these two big shivs or pulleys, whatever you want to call them. Those go roller guides. Those are adjustable any direction, infinite. This big shiv here, and the rails. I was going to use probably truck frame with angle iron standing up on it. At any rate, if you price all that stuff, not counting an engine, you will be hard pressed to come in anywhere less than $500 or $600, and that's that's quality stuff, but it's not the best you could buy. There's nothing wrong with it. That's your bearings, said the shivs. Anyway, this thing I bought for less than that from a friend of mine who got it from a Amish fella, and I'm gonna say that is probably some of the very worst welding of anything like this I've ever seen in my life. I mean, the more you look, the worse it gets. But he treated me right on it. He didn't build it, and I'm not picking on the guy that did build it. I'm just saying, when it comes to something like this that could kill you, maybe let someone else do the critical welding. So, no offense to anyone, but there's a time and a place to learn how to weld. And this 177-inch blade turning 3,500 RPM or whatever is not a good time to become a student of your welding skills. So, anyway, that being said, that is a small gauge railroad iron turned upside down on both sides. It's right at 20 feet long. It's got a standing over there. Those two uprights sticking up, those are 5-foot extensions. Obviously, those are not high-speed type wheels. We're going to put a different axle under it. Here's the plan, okay? Was just going to cut this apart for parts. I think what I'll do is do some mediocre repairs, or I don't know what you want to call it, but do some refurbishment just enough to get it to work safely. And I mean, I've bought the motor. I've got a new engine over here, Predator 22 horsepower V-twin. Just took it out of the box. I mean, I bought the stuff to build this. And anyway, as you can see, we're standing here in an open air shop. So if I could get this thing to run enough to cut the rafters here, would be nice. Then we can cut this thing apart. And I've never seen one with someone turn the blade. Looks like about 30 degrees on here. I don't know why you did that. It's not parallel or perpendicular to the rails like it should be. I can't explain that. You just made yourself a larger area to cut. Every board you're cutting more wood than you need to. I'm sure there was some logic in it, but it's nothing I would have done. And at some time, it's took a pretty good shot. It's bent right here, as you can see, both sides. So I don't know what happened there, but she's rougher than a night in jail. But it's not locked up. Everything turns. Even the old. The one thing I did. There's two things on this that I think are cool, other than the fact that it is working. But they used a piece of belt here for a brake, and it works really well. So you pull this trigger or this lever, it releases the belt, the brake. So it does work. And then you have this. I'm not sure what this is off of. Maybe someone knows. But you can run your blade guide in. This. That's pretty sweet. I'd say at one time it did cut some wood. obviously she needs some work. But you know, here's this kind of, yeah. And look at that chain alignment up there. It's about, I don't know, 2 inches out. So yeah, I mean, rough, but like I said, for what I gave for it, it was about probably less than I could get the parts for, and that does include these rails. I don't know if anybody's buying steel lately, but you want to take a little lube with you because it's painful. So I just bought, there's a stick of 2-inch tubing laying right there. I just bought, and it has went up substantially since I bought any. So anyway, part one of this, drug the piece of crap home. Did not video any of that. It wasn't anything of any excitement. We backed it on there with the tractor, pulled it off with the old case backhoe, and you know, it's nothing to watch. So all I've done to this so far is unload it, and I probably should have filmed this because I look like a monkey in a football, if you know what I mean. I put this belt on here. These have got a belt. That's a new Gates B56 is what it's called. Anyway, and it is a tussle to get on. But anyway, we put it on, and I ordered 2 new blades for it. And show you the engine. I mean, this thing's, it's old. I mean, I don't know how old, but it's pretty rough. And like I said, I got some tubing and stuff and channel. We were going to build a new one. There's the engine. So you know, stay tuned, because this has got to get kind of funny. If nothing else, it's got to be entertaining. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and one of these days we'll see if we can cut some sawdust off that thing. Thanks.